Salut și bine v-am regăsit la primul nostru episod cu o reacție așa mai creepy. Asta este o poveste reală, Night Shift Horror Story Animated, o poveste horror adevărată și animată. Și
This story happened 3 years ago.
stai puțin să dau
First, I want to start.
De la că băgat.
This story happened 3 years ago. First, I want to start off by
Să văd în ce an a fost făcut video. Acum 2 luni. Povestea asta s-a întâmplat
saying that I'm a femboy with long blonde hair and crystal blue eyes. I always get mistaken for being an actual girl due to me being 5'5" and very petite.
5'5" and very
Anyway,
petite.
I work the graveyard shift at Sonic's, along with 3 of my friends, which I'll name Mike, Robbie, and Charlotte for this story.
Okay.
We also had a shift manager that monitored our shifts and assigned us breaks and whatnot. It was around 11 p.m. and we were about to close in another hour. The shift was really slow, and there was really nothing to do other than redo everything we'd already cleaned. Our shift manager, being the laid-back woman she was, said that we could do whatever, but we would have to come back immediately if we began to pick up on orders. Really, she only said
Ca idee, eu să zic mai chestii așa mai creepy. Că n-aveți cum să nu știți engleză. Și na.
this so she could go out back to smoke a cigarette and scroll through her Facebook. Robbie and Charlotte decided to sneak off, knowing that our manager wouldn't return back inside until it was. She only said
O să trebuie să spun pauză mai
lies.
des. Așa.
This story happened 3 years ago.
Povestea asta s-a întâmplat cu 3 ani înainte.
First, I want to start off by saying that I'm a femboy.
I am a fanboy. Habar n-am ce înseamnă asta.
With long blonde hair and
Cu părul lung, blond.
crystal blue eyes.
Am
I always get mistaken
ochii albaștri ca niște cristale. Am făcut o
for
greșeală.
being an actual girl due to me being 5'5" and very
5'5" and very
petite. Anyway, I work the graveyard shift at Sonic's.
și a lucrat la ăsta e în America, nu știu cum se numea. Am sunat lung acolo unde vin mașina.
With 3 of my friends, which I'll name Mike, Robbie, and Charlotte
Prietenii erau Mike, Robbie și Charlotte.
for this story. We also had a shift manager that monitored our shifts. And
We also had a shift manager that monitored. Uite, ăsta se uita pe camere acolo la camerele de pe afară.
assigned us breaks and whatnot. It was around 11 p.m. and we were
La 11 noaptea. Puh.
about to close in another hour. The shift was really slow, and there was really nothing to do other than redo everything we
Pe bun.
already cleaned. Our shift manager, being the laid-back woman she was,
Our shift manager being the laid back woman she was.
said that we could do whatever, but we would have to come back immediately if we began to pick up on orders. Really, she only
O să mă termină să iei toate comenzile pe bune, nu știu ce, numai asta așa.
said this so she could go out back to smoke a cigarette and scroll through her
Nu
Facebook.
prea mă pricep la tradus, dar și plus că eu aș trece mai bine dacă n-aș fi făcut video, deoarece îmi puțină emoție așa. Go out back to smoke a cigarette and scroll through her Facebook. S-a dus afară să fumeze o țigară și căuta pe Facebook cu ei, nu știu ce, așa.
Robbie and Charlotte decided to sneak
Robbie și
off, knowing that
Charlotte
our
au
manager
decis să se furișeze afară, să vadă ce face managerul.
wouldn't return back inside until it was closing time. So they took Robbie's car and drove off.
S-au dus în mașina lui Robbie Robbie's car and drove off.
saying they'd be
Okay.
back before our manager even noticed. This left only Mike and I alone in the store.
Mike,
After a while, I
Mike.
noticed something on one of the monitors.
După s-a uitat pe camere și a văzut asta.
A man just stood there.
Un om stătea acolo cu capul în jos. Eu cred că ăla e
He was
managerul.
extremely tall and lanky. It was like his arms were extremely long.
Tall and lanky, it was like mâinile lui erau foarte lungi, așa.
Though I could be exaggerating. His skin did a horrible job on covering the bones underneath.
Skinul lui,
His eye-
cum arăta, era oribil. Jump covering the bones underneath his eyes was vedeau.
eyes looked like they were going to pop out of his skull, and his teeth didn't
Skull
fit in
and
his
his
mouth.
teeth.
He just stood
Dinții
there,
avea nu știu
swaying
cum.
side to side.
Avea dinții, puțin dinți în
It
gură
was like his body
și
moved, but his head and
corpul lui, capul lui era mișcat de pe corp
neck
și
would move with it, even though
gâtul lui era,
were
nu știu
attached.
cum, attached. Și
completely freaked out,
Attached.
and Mike just laughed, saying,
Și Mike a început doar să râdă și să stea și să nu zică nimic și să stea foarte chill.
he must be stoned. I laughed it off too, but only to make me feel better. It didn't. Because he didn't have a car,
Because
my
he didn't
headset
have a
didn't
car,
connect to
my
the speaker that
headset
allowed me to
didn't.
speak to him.
Să ăștia după aia...
He stood there for about another 5 minutes
să
before he walked away. I felt a relief hit me as I saw him walk off the
Walked
monitor,
away.
but I couldn't celebrate for long.
Oprește monitoarele. Trebuie să celebrăm nu știu ce ca...
Mike had asked me to blow him, and I was down for it. That was until
That was until there.
there was a beep
Pentru
coming from a stall,
a-
which meant someone pressed the red button and wanted to
Cineva a apăsat butonul roșu și... Wanted. Ce înseamnă mă wanted? Nu mă las. Așa.
order.
Și
Before I
căutam
was able to do my
Before I was able to do my
sonic greeting, I
my
was
sonic
already
greeting,
greeted with
I was
jagged
already
breathing.
greeted
It
with jagged breathing. It sounded
sounded like someone trying so desperately to breathe for air, or as Mike would explain it, someone with a slit throat. I gathered up the courage and spoke. Welcome to Sonic. Order when you're ready.
Bine ați venit la Sonic
I was
Corridor.
just greeted by heavy
Ready
breathing.
was just
I
greeting
felt
by
all the hair
heavy
stand up
breathing.
on my arms.
I felt all hair
repeated it
stand
again
up
in
on my
case he didn't.
arms. He repeated it again in case he didn't.
Hear me. Just more breathing.
Heard me just
After
more
a while,
breathing.
I just hung up because I was getting freaked out.
Hang up because I was getting freaked.
Oh.
Ok.
It was 11:30 p.m. by now, and Mike and I began.
La 11:30 noaptea, acum și Mike și a început să
To gather our stuff together due to it
se ducă, a început să se ducă aici la staff, nu mai știu cum se traduce.
being almost home time.
To it being almost home time.
We both heard the back door open and close.
Ușa a început să se deschidă și să se
Figured
închidă.
it was just Robbie and Charlotte sneaking back in before our manager came back to say we could clock
Charlotte
out.
sau furișat, nu știu unde manager came back to say we called clock out.
Now, you guys are early, Mike
Păi, ți-ar early Mike called.
called back there.
Mike,
No response. You guys back there?
L-a apelat
Mike
pe nu
called.
mai știu cine,
Still
nu
no
a
response.
răspuns, v-ați întors, Mike a apelat și nu a răspuns,
I could see Mike getting
și-a
irritated.
apelat
He
așa.
marched back there while saying, "Hey,
Marched back there while saying, hey, I am
speaking to you guys,
speaking to you guys,
Mike
I
got quiet.
got
I went to him
quiet.
to figure out what the hell was going on back there. As I stood next to Mike, I saw why he went quiet. It was that man
A
from
venit
outside.
ăsta înăuntru.
He'd gone through the door our
Bă, ăsta
manager
are ceva
usually
la
cracked
spate,
open so she
bă.
didn't get locked out while out in the back. He just
Looked out while out in the back, he just
stood there,
doar
staring,
stood there,
his eyes
staring.
wider than ever.
Mă avea de
White
la
stuff
gură pe
bubbled from his
spumă.
mouth. He pulled out something from his
Avea
back
un cuțit la
pocket.
spate.
It was a knife.
Pe pocket.
Mike and I were
Avea un
both frozen,
cuțit,
not knowing
Mike
what to do.
și ea
The man pulled up his
frozen,
sleeve, revealing his extremely long
au
and
un
bony
pietrin, nu
arm.
știu ce.
He then begins cutting
Și
himself
nu
while making that
a
same
început să se
gasping noise
taie
along with a
singur.
blood-curdling scream.
It blood
He screamed so
scream,
loud, I
he
screamed
screamed,
in
a
shock.
început să
Then
țipe,
he turned and limped
nu
toward
știu
the door,
ce și
one
după
leg
aia
walking while
a
the other leg
plecat.
dragged behind. Mike and I just stood there.
A plecat și cu pătâncă
It
să
wasn't long before Charlotte and Robbie walked in, filling the silence with their
după aia a
laughter.
venit Charlotte.
They looked at the terrified look in our eyes, and we immediately told them everything. At first, they didn't believe us, but I guess the tone and the look of our faces showed we weren't lying. Soon, our manager walked in, asking if we were ready to
Ăștia
leave.
s-au
I
întors.
asked if we could replay the outside tape from an hour ago. She agreed. As we watched the tape, I was even more stunned at what I saw. There was no man in the drive-through or standing at the stall. And the creepiest thing? Seeing me and Mike just standing there terrified
Foarte
at
creepy,
nothing.
terifiant și nu. Și acesta a fost episodul de reacții. Cu reacția aceasta și ne vedem data viitoare. Pa, pa!